Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Apologies if the audio isn't great. I'm trying out a new camera setup. But today, it's just a quick video showing you the install process of a standalone ECU on an IS200. We are installing a Haltech on this one, but the process is pretty much the same for any ECU. We've got a bone stock IS200 here, zero modifications. I've pulled the airbox off, but the process is exactly the same no matter what you have. Now, the only tool we need today is a 10mm. Now, whether that's a ratchet or an impact driver or something like that, doesn't matter. Just get yourself a 10mm. All right, so what you want to do, make your way over to the engine bay, find the ECU box on the IS200. It is right here. Now you just want to take off the bolts holding the cover on. Cover slips off. Now here is our stock ECU. Two bolts holding that one on, and you just go in here and you can just pull the connectors out. 1, 2, 3, 4. If your car was originally automatic, there will be a 5th connector. Get those out of the way. Stock ECU comes out. We don't need that. Now this is your new ECU. So what we've got here is the AirFlex plug-and-play adapter, and we've got a Haltech Elite 750. So the plug-and-play adapter makes everything really easy. Stock ECU plugs on one side, and then this one goes to the ECU, and that's an expansion connector. So if you want to add any sensors and things like that, you can freely utilize this, so you don't have to make any messy wiring changes into the stock harness. And literally all we do, take the plug-and-play adapter and take the ECU, feed it in, plug it back in just like stock, take the ECU, you can put it there, put the cover on, do whatever you want to do. And then next thing to do is fill in the map sensor port. So run a vacuum line from the map sensor straight to the intake manifold. There is a bung just under the throttle body. Now, because we have an Elite 750, we should convert the throttle body to mechanical, but it will start even without doing that, so we're going to start it up. Now with the 750, you just want to plug in your laptop and load the supplied base map. I've already done that. Now if you have another ECU, you do need to configure the CAN bus a little bit. Max ECU and Haltech are already supported out of the box, but it's pretty easy to get a link, ECU master, whatever you have working. But this one's already set up for the Haltech, so all we do is hit the key and it'll start. Just to prove that there's no funny business, I'm going to leave this all in one shot, hit the key, and you'll see it start, even without the map sensor connected. It's running a little bit rough just because we don't have the throttle body connected, but perfect cold start out of the box, plug it in, start it, 20 seconds all up. Now that's basically all there is to this video. Just a quick one showing off this product and what it can do. Obviously for any turbocharged application, supercharged, whatever you're doing, even an engine swap, this is an awesome addition. Just because it makes the wiring super simple, and it's got an integrated BeanBox, factory aircon, and the cluster and everything like that all works as it should. Plus you get a bunch of extra features because you can see everything on the car's network on the ECU. So you can see the live fuel level, the condition of the headlights, the handbrake switch, you can use the snow mode buttons and things like that. If you have an automatic car, you can have the gear display on the cluster working, but basically the plug and play gets rid of the stock ECU completely, and it makes the car run as stock even with your engine modifications. Now this car, we can now put a turbo kit on it and it's still going to run perfectly, and all we got to do is plug into that and tune it. Like I said, it does come supplied with a base map, but now all you can do is drive it over to your tuner. If you're in Australia, bring it over to me at the AirFlex Lab and I can tune it for you. Try to put some details on the screen. But yeah, I'll make another video going further into the BeanBox because it has a lot of applications outside of IS200s and 1Gs. You make it work really well on like a Crown or a JZX or an MR2 or an Aristo. Possibilities are more or less endless. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.